this is So Magic, we're learning physics together is magical. In the last episode, we learned about what physical quantity is. Now we're going to learn something called the SI base units. SI base units. You can even say that SI base units is basically the foundations of physics. There are 7 SI base units. Just like colors of rainbow, there will be 7 SI base units that literally all physics can come from. So let's think about real life. For example, you can see objects out there. What can you measure? You can measure mass. Okay? Why not we put it in a better way? SI base quantities and SI base units. So, SI base physical quantities and SI base units. So, if you look outside the window, you can see mass, which is measured in kilogram. Okay? Physical quantities is this, units is kilograms. Careful when doing SI base units. Is grams SI base units? No. Only kilogram. Okay, so be careful. Microgram? Nope. Only kilograms. So if you have object out there, guarantee you can measure mass. But you can also realize that it has a shape, and that shape is the next SI base unit. It's the line. Okay. It has dimensions. It has, for example, a 3-dimensional object. We have length, breadth, and height. So the SI base units is meter, okay, not centimeter, not millimeters, meter, kilogram. So, what does a 4D object mean? It means it has 3 dimensions plus time. So here we go. Time in seconds. Okay? So this is quite easy to remember. Mass, length, time. Literally describing a 4D object. But you also have mass in there. So what are things that we can use to describe nature? For example, if it's a rainy day, you can see lightning. But it's lightning. It is for our next base quantities. We also use it, for example, in the form of electricity. So there will be current, which is given by SI base units ampere. Notice these are not the only things that describe nature. We have current as well. Okay? Basically things that fit into our scope of understanding the universe. The next thing you notice, if it's rainy, you notice it will be quite cool. If it is summer, it will be quite sunny, it will be quite hot. So that expression of the physical world, that will be your temperature. SI base units in Kelvin. Okay. So this one, in nature, we can describe it quite easily. Next comes the next question. What else can we describe? With the advent of modern physics, we realize that things, objects, actually is made of atoms, molecules, particles, etc., etc. So we did a concept of being able to explain that form, and that is your amount of substance. Basically looking deeper into mass, which those with that chemistry is your mole. And 6 already, 7, which is be quite luminous intensity. That is when you see at night the stars in the sky. How do you explain what you see? You can't mention it in terms of current, temperature, amount of substance. You know it's there, but it's not that you actually see the mass, you just see a bright light. So in this seventh SI base quantity is luminous intensity. Just for completeness, this is placed here. It's not actually in the syllabus, known as the candela. So this is your 7 SI-based physical quantities that all physical equations can be broken down into. You check their validity as physics. This is their units. Be careful of what we call prefixes, okay? Because these are the exact SI-based units. Removing prefixes or putting new ones means it's no longer SI-based units. And basically, that is your answer for question 1. You have the explanation of the table, and you also have question 1 in terms of please name your 7 SI-based quantities. Please name your 7 SI-based units. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're ready to proceed on